drawings before he got to this stage. But he would do what he called a project before he would go to copper, because copper is unforgiving. Once you start working in copper, you're finished. So this is not the original of this. It's the project that led to this. The ultimate goal was to create this print. But this is a fascinating story. So back in the late 60s, there was a folk singer that was kind of called, he was kind of the Bob Dylan and Simon Garfunkel of France. His name was Georges Brassens, Brassens. And Georges Brassens was very famous. To this day, people walk around whistling Georges Brassens tunes, like we do Simon and Garfunkel tunes. So he was really part of the culture. So Brassens met with Dalí, and they decided they were going to do a project together based on Brassens' famous tunes. So Dalí started working on this thing, and doing guitars. He was playing around with some of the words and so on. Brassens' agents came back to Argillet and said, George is much more important than Dalí. Therefore, we want the bulk of the royalties from this. And Argillet said, we're done. So what they decided to do was they just pivoted, and they decided to go do a tribute to Apollinar. Apollinar was a poet who was Picasso's best friend, and he died in World War I. So they went and changed this whole thing to the secret poems of Apollinar. And they went and found these unpublished poems of Apollinar and changed all the imagery around so that it would become that. Now, so this is a project that led to, and you can see the guitar, right? This was originally for Brassens. Anyway, what's fascinating about this is look at the difference. You can see, he conceptualized where he was going to go on dry point. And then it came to here. Now, what we're saying about this is that if you have a collector who acquires this, we'll give them the print. Okay? Now, we have a couple of prints, so it doesn't need to be this one.
Right.
All right, but I'm just saying, if someone acquires this, we'll give them a gift of one of the prints. And that's the same with the one with the Sri Sulfite, which we have over here too. But you see, this was not an original of, or else it would be more reproductive. Okay, so.
Woman with guitar.
Yeah,
Straightforward.
It's a woman with gifts. So, and again, let me show you something here. I don't know what shows it. Remember, I talked about one of the symbols, and you'll find that in the book, in the thing we put together with you, that ants were a thing of swarming, had to do with lust and overwhelming lust, and they held waves over you, and they held ants. You can't stop ants, and it's the same. So you see a little ant on her thigh, and the ant made it on this thigh too. So there is a little symbol there of sexuality that is included in here. So, and then, by the way, we talked about vignettes. These are vignettes here too. Again, for under $3,500 to have a framed original Dalí in an edition of 95, I mean, they're just gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah, they're beautiful.
They're all hand-colored. Again, when I worked with Christine, we didn't have any. Now we have some.
So these are vignettes of
From the Apollinar.
From the Apollinar. So they had.
They're called the petite news.
They're called.
There were 8 of them.
There were 8 of them.